Many grandkids have a special bond or connection with the grandparents, and most of them fondly remember the time they spent with their grandparents, listening to their stories, fishing, chatting, or baking cookies together. I recall my own experience, and I feel very privileged to have been raised and guided by my maternal grandmother. Due to my mother's very busy schedule, full-time job, and full-time student in a graduate school program, my grandmother helped my mother with my upbringing. She provided me with the most crucial and basic life elements: food, shelter, clothing, education, guidance, and love. As a child, you learn from your parents or caregivers. My grandmother taught me the moral values and showed me the way to be a good person and a good human being. She taught me compassion and how to be kind. She showed me how to be honest and respectful to everyone's uniqueness. She taught me to walk through life without judging people. My grandmother was my light, my role model, and most important, she was my inspiration to succeed. Her life was not easy. She grew up in the countryside of a remote rural area where the resources were very limited. At the time she was growing up, there was no electricity and transportation was very limited, being horse riding the main mean of mobilization. The living standards were very primitive when compared to today's society with all its technological advances. My grandmother is a very smart woman. However, due to those times belief that women were supposed to dedicate their life to be a good housewife, raise children, and do the house chores, she did not have the opportunity to go to high school. She married very young and dedicated her entire life to her children, helping also in the way to raise nieces, nephews, and even her grandchildren. She is very smart and very socially oriented. She's always helping the needed and actively participating in politics and community events that help the poor. If I have to describe my grandmother, I would say that she is a strong and powerful woman, at the same time that she is a kind and generous person. Throughout her life, she has suffered great losses. Her older son was kidnapped and killed. A few years later, she also lost her second son after a long, painful disease. And recently, her beloved husband, my grandfather, passed away after 60 years of marriage. However, she's still standing tall and helping others as she always did. All the lessons I have learned from her and her continuous support make me a better person every day. Like one of her nieces said, I don't have enough years to thank you for everything you have done for me. Because of her, I know what it is to be brought up with unconditional love and care.